all began with a small Johnson's baby shampoo bottle. I saw it in the store and I just had to pick it up because I knew I could use it for something. In the last video I made, I spoke about this model of the Stranski Girl and I intended to use her, and this was the perfect opportunity. I also had the body of this vehicle from a toy I picked up somewhere, and I knew I could use it, putting it on top of the shampoo bottle and making a weird future vehicle out of it. Please forgive me if it seems like time is jumping around and I'm missing some footage of me putting some parts on here. I get lost in this process. I just start finding bits and pieces here and there and adding them on. And many times I just forget to turn on the cameras. I don't think about this as a way to make videos. The video is secondary to me actually making the art. So sometimes I just forget to film things. This is where I break out the epoxy putty and try to meld everything together, fill in some gaps, ease transitions between different pieces so that they form one cohesive unit. The handlebars were a little tricky because I wanted them to have a weird shape, but at the same time they had to fit in her hands and in the bike itself. As you see, I didn't film the part where I put on the base coat of orange, but that's the way this goes. Here I am starting to add greeblies and pieces from model kits and things like that. And with that, it's time for the first painting montage.
Painting montage. Painting montage. I got a painting montage. I got a painting montage. Oh, baby.
I'm sorry, I'm so proud of that little piece of music. I think that's my first original piece of music, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. This is another one of my favorite parts, is when I start to add the grit and grime to it. I use some thinner and some oil paints to add, I guess it's what you call an oil wash to it, but I think it's a lot more than a wash for me at this point. I really just slap it on and hope it gets nice and thick and cruddy all over the place. Sometimes I can't get it dirty enough, but I have to hold back because I do want to see the vehicle underneath all the dirt and grime. I don't work with decals too much. I'm going to start doing more of it. And it's mainly because I don't usually buy model kits, but I love the way the decals look on these vehicles, so I will be adding a lot more from now on. I got myself a printer so I can print up my own decals, and that's going to be fun, adding my own pieces instead of having to deal with whatever decals I can find laying around. Here's the star of the show, the Stranski Girl. I'm going to paint her with my new set of paints that I got. I finally invested in a set of fancy Wargamer paints, War Paint Fanatic. I don't remember what they're called, but I really liked using them. Can't wait to paint more things with them rather than the dollar store paints and the aerosol spray paints that I use. Obviously, I'm not the best at painting these things, but I really do enjoy it, and I think these paints make it very easy actually to come up with a good-looking job from a very mediocre painter. I'm looking forward to buying more of these. They're really nice. The set I got comes with like 50 colors or something, and there's no way I'm going to use them all, but the ones that I have been using are really nice, and I like the way that it makes me look a lot better than I actually am. You know, if War Paints Fanatics wants to sponsor me, I won't be mad at you. I've been learning. I've been watching some videos online on how to highlight and use different colors to bring up different effects. Like the way I use the reds and oranges and yellows in her hair to, you know, to bring up some highlights and some shadows and everything. I think it came out pretty nice. Now this is something that I was really excited to finally do. I got myself some of that UV resin that nail technicians use for manicures, and I use it for the glass on her goggles. I thought that was really cool. Can't wait to use that some more. And then we get to the base. I had these little wooden discs, and I had made myself a paste with rocks and sand and all this, and I covered it on that. And then I just got some regular old glue on there so that I could sprinkle some grass on it. Nothing major, nothing too fancy for the base. But then with that, I could finally get this two-part epoxy and glue the ship onto the acrylic rod that it's on to make it look like it's flying, and glue that to the base. And with that, we are done. This piece was really fun to make. And with that, we move on to the glamour shots. So what do you think? I think it came out pretty cool. The Stranski Girl is a really cool model. I'm kind of sad I don't have more of her to use in other models, because she works out perfectly for the stuff that I make. She's like the perfect little model for my stuff. I'm really happy with the way it came out. So that kind of wraps it up. I hope you guys will do all the internet-y things, the liking, subscribing, sharing, etc. All these things. I hope you will help me win over the algorithm gods, and stick around, and I hope to make more videos soon. So I will check you guys out in the next video. Take care.